Hi and welcome to Outwell and to our Niagara Falls from our ambient collection. This is a 4-room tunnel design tent which is aimed to sleep up to 5 people. It has 2 living rooms and it has 2 bedrooms across the back, like I say, that will sleep 5. For me, the most important thing about this tent is actually the fly sheet that we're using here. This is our Outex 100% ripstop cotton. So what we've done here is, for anybody who knows a little bit about poly cotton tents, we've actually raised the bar very, very much so on this by making it pure cotton. So what you'll find is it's very, very long lasting, very, very durable. So when it comes to UV degradation, you'll find that this is going to last you a good long time. It's also naturally waterproof, although we do put on a coating which just helps the water bead off, which you can actually see will happen on a rainy day like today. It's also very good at reacting to the environment that it's in, so on a hot day you'll be kept nice and cool in this tent, but also vice versa, on a cold day you'll be kept a little bit warmer as well. The frame that we're using on here is also quite unique in that we have the alloy poles here. You can just see that they start life on the outside of the tent and are automatically transferred to internal pole sleeves. What that does is create a real sort of streamlined finish to the tent, making it very sleek and actually quite modern looking as well. It does also have a good functionality to it in that the fly sheet is wrapped around the frame, so you'll find that it's nice and stable even in high wind conditions. Some other features then to highlight on the outside would be these large ventilation panels down the side here. If you just look underneath, you'll see that we do actually have mesh panels on the inside of the tent. If it gets a little bit too chilly, we can simply take these away just by removing the Velcro tabs and pushing down like so. You'll also find that the tent has really large windows all the way around here, and each one of these windows has been tinted. So that serves 2 key functions. One, you'll get a little bit more privacy within the tent, and secondly, it will also reflect a lot of the glare of the sun away from the inside, again just keeping you that little bit more comfortable as well. So if you just look down the side of the tent, what you'll find is we're using our floating guy line system here. So this is where we have 2 separate parts to the guy line. We have the luminous section at the bottom here, just to hopefully stop you from tripping over them, and we also then have the toned section at the top, which is toned with the same colour as the tent, which kind of creates that floating sort of look. Each guy line has its own retainer, so when it comes to packing the tent down, we can simply just wrap up the guy lines in our hands and pop them into these little loops here, so that the next time we come to use the tent, you'll find the guy lines are very easily accessible, as opposed to being in a big tangled mess that you're going to have to waste time untangling. Something else that we provide with the tent is our easy pegging system. So that's where we give you 3 different styles of pegs here. We have the solid steel anchor pegs for the corners of the tent. We then have the luminous pegs here for all of the luminous guy lines, and we also have the black plastic pegs here for all of the black pegging points all the way around the side of the tent, just making sure that it's nice and easy for you to make sure you get the right peg in the right place. So when we wander around to the front of the tent, you'll find that the front door is actually a really generous size, so getting all of your kit in and out of the tent once it's set up should be very simple and easy. The door itself, obviously we have rolled away at the moment, but you'll find again it's got large tinted windows on there with cotton curtains behind it, just for a little bit more privacy. When the door gets zipped across, you will also find that the ground sheet at the bottom here can be folded up and actually zipped along the bottom of the door, just to create a fully sealed entrance. Another nice feature of the front door is that when it's zipped fully closed, you can bring the zips into the middle here and then just open them up to create a sort of stable door style, letting fresh air in the top of the tent. In this area here, you'll find it's a really generous size, great for things like storage units, like kitchen storage units and things like that, or also perhaps chairs and furniture to be able to sit and relax and watch the world pass by. We also in this front area have these drying rails here, so this is going to be ideal for anything like wet clothes or towels, even maybe kitchen utensils and things like that to hang above your work surfaces too. Stepping back into here, you'll see that the outside living room and the inside living room are separated by this large dividing wall, and what we do have on here is again large mesh panels, so you can see at the moment we have the curtains behind them closed for privacy, but we can just open these up if we want to, just to allow lots of ventilation towards the back of the tent. So in here there's plenty of space as well, lots of head height. I'm about 1.95 meters tall, and you can see I can stand up here no problem at all. There's still plenty of space for things like more storage or furniture and things like this as well. If If you just pop inside here, what you'll also find, we do supply some handy storage pockets for personal possessions for this area, and they can just be clipped into place once the tent has been set up. So here you can see the large windows that we mentioned earlier on. Above them you'll find large ventilation panels. Those are the ones that we highlighted from the outside. Also, each one of the windows has its own curtain, so if you want to, what we can do is simply just untoggle at the bottom and use the zips to choose exactly how much privacy or how much light we're letting into the tent. At the back is where you'll find the bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier on, this has 2 and can sleep up to 5 people. The way the bedrooms are attached is using our wave-shaped hanging point system at the top here, which I think is quite stylish looking, but it's also very functional in that it takes any stress off of the top of the seam of this bedroom here. Other features you can find is obviously we've added on the stripes to the bedroom itself, so giving you that sort of interior design feel to the bedroom. Also, we have large ventilation panels on the doors. You can see there's curtains behind here which can be opened up for privacy. There's also some storage pockets on the outside, ideal for smaller personal possessions. And we do have just this zip in between the bedrooms which runs all the way around here, which is for our universal inners, which we'll now show you how they work. Inside the bedrooms you'll find more features to be highlighted here. Across the back we have a large mesh ventilation panel which corresponds with the outside ventilation on the tent. There is also some small pockets on the inside of the bedrooms as well. We also have low light windows so that you can see outside without having to leave the comfort of your bed. And you will also find that there is a full dividing sheet which zips in place all the way around here. And what we can do is open this up simply just by unzipping it, and that would create one large bedroom. Now the ground sheets that we use in this tent, there are actually 2 different ground sheets. There's one at the back area here, so this is sealed all the way around, front to back and side to side. You just see that it's bathtub in style, so it comes up at the edges here. Very, very tough, durable material. This is a PVC coated tarpaulin, so it's going to last a very long time. It's obviously completely waterproof as well. With it being bathtub in style, both in the back area and the front area here, you find there's no drafts inside the tent. There's no chance of sort of dirt and sand and dust being blown into your living area, and also hopefully you keep out unwanted bugs as well. The ground sheet in this area is the exact same. The only difference is it zips in the 3 sides if you want to have it flat like this, or it can be raised up to be able to seal the front door in. There is a couple of optional extras available for this tent, including a footprint to go under the ground sheet. There's also a carpet for the living room at the back, and you can get a carpet for this area as well. So that's all of the features of the Niagara Falls from our ambient collection. Thanks very much for watching.